Welcome to the Go Slow to Go Fast Lifestyle Podcast, where we explore the art of intentional living. Whether you're juggling life as a working parent, leading in your profession, or simply seeking more meaning in your everyday, this space is for you. I'm your host, Kendra Chapman, and today we're diving into 3 ways to create balance and calm amidst the chaos, starting with the very first moments of your day. If you've ever felt like your mornings start at full speed before you've had a chance to breathe, this episode is for you. We're going to walk the talk, and we're going to talk about cultivating Hygge, the Danish concept of coziness and contentment, and how to bring the same warmth and intentionality into your morning routine. Whether you're a 5 a.m. club type, or you're just trying to get your feet on the floor without hitting snooze 6 times, I will walk you through some simple ways to anchor your mornings. I'll also share a Hygge highlight hack, which is a practical strategy that you can start using tomorrow to bring more peace and purpose to your morning. So if you're ready to slow down and embrace the beauty of an intentional lifestyle, grab a cozy drink, join me on the couch or in your car, sit back, get comfortable, and let's get started. All right, everybody, welcome back. If you have been listening to this podcast for a little bit or all my episodes, this is number 17. And if you are new, thank you for being here. Welcome. And I hope that you are starting off on a good note this week. So this week, I wanted to check in with everybody about their morning routine. This week, I want to share what's bringing me Hygge, and that's tea by candlelight. Now, I know that sounds simple and maybe even a little romanticized, but it is truly what is grounding me right now. It's a grounding ritual for me when I wake up first thing in the morning. And I've started waking up 10 minutes before my alarm goes off, so I've decided just to scale that back a little bit. Something is making me want to get up earlier, and I'm really relishing in the quiet. And so I light a candle. I have a wood wick candle that makes a crackling sound when I light it. And I make some tea, and I sit on the couch and I sip my tea before I even look at my phone, before I look at emails, before all the rush. Because normally I just wake up, check the time, get in the shower, and start my day. But if I can actually sit down and have a hot drink, either hot water or hot tea, and just set my day, then I feel more grounded. And so and these days I'm moving away from coffee and gravitating towards tea. So I'm embracing that too. And a little pocket of stillness has really just reminded me that I don't need to earn peace. I can choose it. I can choose peace. And I was listening to a podcast earlier today, Marie Forleo's podcast, and she was interviewing Glennon Doyle from the We Can Do Hard Things podcast, and they were talking about, you know what, we can order off menu, and I don't know why we need permission or a green light to do that. So if you want to change your routine, then do it, right? Order off menu. And there's some other things that I've really been thinking about incorporating into my routine. If you'd like to check out your astrology and want to learn more about what your birth chart is all about, maybe day to day, or more frequently, learn more about your sun and moon and rising sign, then consider checking out the Chani app. Chani Nicholas, she is a New York Times best-selling author, and she wrote a book called You Were Born for This. And she also has an application that's online that you can download for free, and then there are parts of it that you can pay for, but there are parts of it that are free. And she's just added a new breakthrough course, and this is 28 days. It walks you through different reflections and meditations for 28 days. It's a guide to get you unstuck. So if you are at a point where you feel like you're just not getting anywhere, or you want to spend some time kind of figuring out what the next steps are going to be for you, or what goal do you want to set and how are you going to get there? Or if you're just going through something right now and you need to get rid of whatever's blocking your growth, then you could consider looking at this free course. It's free to everybody. She's not going to eventually start charging. She said she's always going to keep it free. So you can open it up and work on it as much or as little as you want. It's 28 days. So I've started it, and I haven't been doing it every day, but when I have a moment, I've been sitting down and spending about 10 minutes listening to the meditation or the guided practice, and I really like her voice. Her voice is very calming. So if you're looking for um, a certain meditation app that can kind of walk you through some guided meditations where the voice is calm, then you could consider checking this one out. There are also other apps out there that I'm going to talk more about later in the episode, but I thought it would be neat to just kind of let you know about this one because it's free. And you can also follow along on Instagram by checking out Chani on there. I'll put her Instagram handle on my show notes so you can check that out as well. But it's at her website is www.chani.com. And sometimes, Hygge isn't just about changing your whole environment. It really isn't. It's about just changing the way you enter it. What approach do you want to take to your life? Do you want to order something off menu? And are you looking for something to add into your routine? Segment 2. So in this segment, we're going to have a Hygge highlight about mindful mornings and how to start your day with intention. And I'm going to share 5 research-based ways to begin your day to align with your natural rhythms. So let's talk about mindful mornings and why they matter. We often think that the way our day unfolds is out of our control. And while that can be partially true, with children in your life or fur babies, you can't always control everything, or work. But the way we begin our day often sets the tone for how we respond to everything that comes next. So, number 1, expose yourself to natural sunlight within 30 to 60 minutes of waking up. And the reason why it works is that sunlight exposure early in the day regulates your circadian rhythm. It boosts cortisol, which is your natural energy hormone, and it helps set your internal clock for better sleep at night. And how to do this would be to step outside for 5 to 15 minutes, even on cloudy days. If you're inside, open blinds or use full spectrum light therapy lamps. Number 2, engage in light physical movement or stretching. This is where I would do my yoga. Some of you might do Tai Chi, just depends on what you use, maybe Pilates. Why it works? Movement increases blood flow. It releases endorphins and enhances alertness. Even 5 to 10 minutes of gentle exercise helps the brain wake up. And how you can do this is try yoga sun salutations, a brisk walk, or light calisthenics soon after waking up. Number 3, practice mindful breathing or meditation. Why it works is that mindfulness activates the prefrontal cortex and reduces morning stress or brain fog. This promotes focus and intention. And ways to do this would be to spend 5 minutes in silence, breathing, or journaling, or using a guided app like Calm, Headspace, Insight Timer, or the Chani app. Number 4, drink a glass of water first thing. It works because overnight dehydration can impair energy and cognitive performance. Rehydration jumpstarts your metabolism and supports brain function. And I've been watching this woman on YouTube who does facial yoga. So she does all these stretches with different movements around her mouth and her eyes and her cheeks, just really intentional movements. And she shares that you should think about getting a hot cup of water, like 4 to 6 ounces, and a little bit of lemon for a refreshing boost. And it helps get everything activated, and it really helps her skin. And so that's one of her secrets that she shares in her videos. Number 5, avoid screens for the first 30 minutes and set a positive intention. Why it works? Early screen exposure disrupts your natural rhythms and floods the brain with stimuli. So positive psychology research shows that starting your day with intention or gratitude improves emotional well-being. And ways to do this include delay checking your phone. Don't pick it up. Instead, reflect on 1 to 3 things that you're grateful for, or set a clear focus for the day. What do you want to bring into your day? And just a quick bonus Hygge hack that can be helpful to create a mindful, calming start. I have 3 more. Number 1, bookend your morning with silence. Before you reach for your phone or dive into your mental to-do list, start with 1 minute, just 60 seconds of intentional breathing. Think about box breathing. If you've ever inhaled for 4, held it for 4, exhaled for 4, held your breath for 4, that's box breathing. And you can do it in as many different types of increments as you want. You can do it in 3s and 4s and 5s, and you can work your way to more. This is a way that you can kind of get your mind on something else as soon as you wake up. You can also just sit up in bed. Don't put your feet on the floor yet. Just sit up in bed and then inhale deeply and let your breath remind you you are here, you are safe, and you have time. This is a way to wake your nervous system with peace and not panic. Research from the University of Wisconsin shows that mindfulness-based morning routines can decrease cortisol levels and improve focus throughout the day. Number 2, choose one anchor ritual. Your anchor might be journaling 1 line of gratitude, or sipping a hot drink with no screen. Reading a verse for affirmation can come from whatever, you like to read in the mornings. It could be the Bible, the Quran, whatever you find, the Torah. If you find any of those books, those sacred books, helpful, or if there's another piece of literature that you like to look at, if you have a favorite poetry book, read a verse or affirmation, water your plants. Mine would be turning on soft music, pulling open curtains, letting in light to feel like an invitation to be present. And then when I skip it, I definitely feel the difference. The key is don't overdo it. 1 tiny soul-filling ritual is all you need to start. Plan with margin, not perfection. Instead of jamming in 12 tasks, I write down 3 things. Or I might write down 12 things and then I circle the 3 things that I need to get done. Either way works. But set your intention and leave space, because life is going to interrupt, right? I use the 2+1 method. 2 work things and 1 life thing, 1 personal priority, something for me. And this helps me remind me to take care of myself. So drinking water, I need to remind myself to drink water every day, to eat my lunch. As a principal in a middle school, unfortunately, there are times where I forget to eat my lunch, and it's in my fridge. I brought it to work. I made it with intention. I just forgot to sit down and eat it. So this method helps me go slow with intention so I can move faster and be more focused when the time does come. Segment 3. This is where we connect. So while this is all that I have for you today for this episode of the Go Slow to Go Fast Lifestyle Podcast, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing that's bringing you Hygge in your morning routine right now? Let's keep the conversation going. You can email me, go to my website, or find me on Instagram and direct message me, DM me. And it's Coaching with Kendra Chapman at Instagram. Or my email is coachingwithkendrachapman@gmail.com. Tag me in your mindful morning moments. I'd love to see what you're curating, what you're working on, what you've built into your routine. Whether it's a cup of coffee, tea, some other warm, amazing drink that you want to share your recipe with me, like chai, if you have a homemade recipe for chai, or golden milk, something that I can share in my show notes. Golden milk is such a great warm drink that you can use for inflammation, to keep inflammation down. And you know what? I'm here for it. Let's embrace this new season together with grace and confidence. If you've enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend or everybody you know who might need a little morning reset from the Go Slow, Go Fast Lifestyle Podcast. And as always, stay connected, remember to take it slow, be intentional, and embrace the season you're in, because the calm in me honors the calm in you. And as you head into the rest of your week, let your calm shine through. Until next time, take care, keep leading with purpose, remember to go slow to go fast, and thanks for listening.